Here now to help us connect the dots, Hadley Heath Manning, the Independent Women's Voice Forum Policy Director. First, Hadley, this economy, this stock market is just absolutely on fire. I think it's remarkable in the sense that we kind of gave up on this. I know even on Wall Street, we were celebrating so-called green shoots, sort of moral victories here and there, but not the notion of 3 or 4% GDP growth. Now people believe, and yet two things. You have a lot of folks who are saying, well, the market doesn't reflect Main Street, and Republicans don't seem to be hitting this hard. What's going on?
Well, there's several things going on. First of all, the economy is the number one issue. It's always the number one issue, and a good economy never hurts the incumbent party. So that's something that Republicans can take comfort in. On the other hand, it's not the only issue. It may be the number one issue, but it's not the only issue. And you're right, there is some, missing link between Main Street and Wall Street, and it's that the messaging isn't there. We can talk about big figures, we can talk about GDP growth, we can talk about trillions of dollars in profits here and there. But what Americans want to hear about is the difference in their paycheck and the difference in their pocketbook and what that means in terms of what they can spend and what they can save for their individual families.
What about the Americans having access to the market? In the more recent data out there, only a small percentage, like 14% of companies offer 401ks. Of course, the larger ones with 10,000 workers or more, over 90%, 93% do. But when you get to these smaller employers, they don't. And I know that there's been some talk within the Trump administration of making it easier, maybe to pool resources so that the average person watching out there could have access to what I think is the greatest wealth machine in the history of mankind.
Oh, you're absolutely right. People need to be saving more. It's something we don't talk about often enough, that about 65% of Americans are putting aside little to nothing for their retirement savings. And a lot of them don't have the option to do so if they don't have a 401k option in terms of that on-the-job benefit. But one of the ideas that's being kicked around Congress, it's been considered now for a couple of years, but it seems like lawmakers are ready to act, is the Retirement Enhancement and Savings Act, which would allow multiple employer plans, these pools of small businesses that get together to offer 401k plans as a pool. They'd open those up so that you don't have to be in the same industry, and they'd also provide tax credits to small businesses that want to offer that option to their employees. That's important because people need to have the opportunity to save. We need to empower people to save more money so that they don't reach their sunset years without enough money to continue to thrive and especially to continue to subsist. There are some people who aren't putting aside enough money that they may even face a real insecurity in their sunset years.
It's hard for me to believe Congress would not be united on this issue, but you're right. We want to make the golden years golden. Hadley, thank you very much. I wish we had more time. A lot of breaking news, but always appreciate your expertise.
Thank you.